Yesterday, I had a chance to watch Air, Ben Affleck's newest film. This movie has a great Rotten Tomatoes score, and everyone's saying maybe it has a chance at the Oscars. But the reviews themselves that I saw were just all like good, not great. That's kind of where I stand about this movie, but it's just kind of weird because if this gets a Best Picture nomination, I think this will be one of the worst Best Picture nominations I've seen in a long time. It's not that the movie's bad. It doesn't impress or surpass my expectations. It met them exactly where I thought they would. The story beats are exactly what I thought they were. The character moments were exactly what I thought they were. The movie's so exactly what I thought it was going to be. I felt a little underwhelmed by it. And that's maybe a me thing. At the same time, it was just, I was watching it, I was like, that's cool, okay, that's a great quote. This movie kind of felt like there's a lot of quotes here that they just wanted to put on screen because there's a lot of moments in this movie, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just something I noticed. It felt like we're going from scene to scene, where at the end of the scene, there's a quote at the end that you see on your aunt's Facebook page. And it was just kind of funny because throughout I was just like chuckling at these kind of corny lines, but kind of appreciating it at the same time. It's a very passable and fun watch, and what mostly carries this movie is its cast. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Viola Davis, Jason Sudeikis, all of them do a great job in this movie and give great performances with the script that doesn't give them much to do because it's very, very straightforward. The whole entire movie is almost kind of summed up in the trailer, which I do think showed too much. But at the same time, the movie's so straightforward, I don't know how you market this movie without giving away too much. I just wish there was a little bit more there. Maybe it's because I'm in the middle of binging Succession right now. I found this movie to be a little thin because there's a lot of discussions here that you just get in a subplot in a show like Succession. It just felt a tad thin to me because there isn't much to the characters, but at the same time I felt like if they added to the characters, I really wouldn't care. And maybe this isn't necessarily a movie that's made for me either. Like, I am all about the business side. I want to see the business discussions. I think a lot of that is a lot of fun, and I'm not like the biggest sports person either, but I can get past things like that. This movie, its hook just wasn't enough for me to be 100% heck yeah, I'm in, I'm gonna watch this movie. And so the payoffs didn't land as much for me as the film played out. I was happy for the characters. I was enjoying the movie. Like I said, Matt Damon's great. He carries the movie all the way through. Ben Affleck, he did a decent job directing. I thought he did a better job with Argo. I haven't seen his other directorial features. I haven't seen Live by Night. I did not see The Town, which I do believe he directed, but I'm not 100% on that one. Overall, it's an enjoyable movie. Of course, it's the dad movie of the century. Like, I'm afraid to show this to my dad because I'm afraid of how much he'll probably end up liking it. It's passable. It's fun. This is certainly not a negative review because there's nothing bad about the movie. It's just all so kind of good. Nothing in this movie surpassed like the 7.5 line for me. Because, when you watch a movie, I grade it on multiple things, and that's how I get my score. Acting can be a 9 out of 10, and then this can be a 5 out of 10. But when I was scoring this one, I just felt like I was giving it consistent 7s. I gave acting an 8, for example, but that's the highest I went. When you get great performances, like throughout the movie, you want to give it like a 9 or something, but, everyone did a great job, and everyone serviced and elevated the material. It's just nothing impressed me. I think that just boils down to some script issues that I had because I felt like it was a little too paper thin, and maybe this just wasn't the best pitch for a movie. I don't know. At the end of the day, like I said, the movie's good. It was consistently good throughout, and it never made me go roll my eyes. I never wanted the movie to be over, and I just had a passive, enjoyable time. And I don't have enough to give this a bad score, or even a mediocre score. I have enough to give this a good score, which I am going to give it. It's just at the same time, I felt like it just kind of was a movie that you see on TV in 20 years and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Matt Damon's in it, Ben Affleck's in it, Viola Davis. Why didn't anyone talk about this? And maybe it will be talked about. Maybe it will, because everyone's speculating maybe Oscar chances, but if it does, I'm going to be kind of joking that throughout next year's Oscar season because I don't think this is Oscar material. I think it's okay when it comes to Oscar material. It's a good movie, but when it comes to Oscar chances, I just think this will be kind of embarrassing. If this gets Oscar chances, this will be kind of the coda, but without the heart. If that's scary to look at. Anyways, I did enjoy Air. It was a good movie. It's just I don't necessarily get the 93% on Rotten Tomatoes with this one, or 90, whatever it has right now. So I'm gonna give Air a 7.3 out of 10. Enjoyable movie, and like I said, Nothing wrong with it. If you want to see this movie, if you're like dying to see Air, go see it because you'll probably love it. It's just I wasn't obviously the movie's been out for a week. I wasn't like dying to go out and see it, so I waited a little bit. I went and saw it yesterday, and it was good, fun, good movie. Just wish there was like a little bit of spice there for me. So yeah. Anyways, comment down below what you guys thought of Air. I'm curious to see what everyone else thought of this movie. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that. And adios.